No. Hello! Hi!
Hello.
Welcome!
Hello.
And now for something completely
Greetings.
different. So this is a very particular game, because, well, one, it's not necessarily a game, it's a VN. But it's a VN that's really interesting to me, because it's all in live action as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
There's even gonna be some bits of like proper video apparently as well, so we're gonna hear what they sound like IRL as well. Yes, the FMVN. True.
Yeah.
But it's not full motion is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Semi motion, somewhat motion,
There's
partial motion VN.
Now that the commercial is over, I'm gonna do sound testing. Wait, it's not over yet. I'm still seeing Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil. Okay, now it's over.
Oh, is it gonna be weird and not automatically capture?
Sorry for muting. My nephew is kinda having a shit fit.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I think he's actually calmed down right now.
Capture any full screen application. There we go. Okay. Sorry you didn't get to see the opening screen. You just got to hear the music for the people at home. So.
This is giving me P4 vibes.
I mean, this is just the same.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I
but I
getcha.
agree.
I get you.
The color scheme.
It's
I
the
guess.
color scheme.
Do you want
The
the
font,
guide
too.
to gameplay to be displayed? We recommend that first-time players say yes. Sure.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna say no. I know what's up.
I'm not gonna say no, man. Who would not hit it all the tutorials?
This story is a work of fiction. Name, characters, places, and incident either are products of author's imagination.
Gosh,
my
your voice, man. I love Danganronpa.
Oh, my Chunsoft is getting spiked.
Oh, this is Chunsoft.
Where's the part? The logo is there.
Oh my god, that's 3D. Oh shit.
Whoa!
Alright, whoa!
Oh, holy
Placing
shit!
Now, how many dick jokes are we
What
gonna get
in
in this
the
game?
actual...
Oh my god, my fucking eardrums.
Yeah, it's big on.
Yeah, let me see if
Wait!
I can adjust this. That'll do. That'll do. Okay.
Yo, this music kind of hitting though.
Fumito Kitagami and Takuji Oyama.
This is way too intense for an establishing shot.
Some shit's
So
about
intense.
some shit's about to go down.
It's just like
They
a
should be
spy
expecting Scramble.
thing.
There's only one English name in there, and it's
Oh, yeah,
Jack
there's
Woodyard.
there is one English guy in this. It's on the banner for the game. Apparently, this is one of the highest selling.
Kinoko Nasu!
Oh wait, huh? Wait,
Who?
Nasu?
Kinoko
Nasu in
Nasu.
on this.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did they do?
Apparently, this is one of the highest selling VNs in Japan, and it only came out in America
Oh.
relatively recently.
So it's just like the 25th board.
Yes, exactly the 25th board. You can see Sumio on that building over there. Oh, you missed him. Oh shit. The world doesn't change so easy. That's the name of the theme song. Holy shit.
Okay, that's pretty good. Oh shit, are we right above Shibuya?
Yeah, it's a Shibuya
Yes.
Scramble.
Oh man!
This is definitely when I'm about to scramble Shibuya. I really hope it's going
This
to tell
is
us
an
who's
incredible
voicing who at
game.
what time, because from what I understand it has the, it does the, what's it called? It does the old school, reading style, I think. Oh! Hello?
It's a dirigible!
Is that a blimp? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is a
That-
dirigible.
Yeah.
Oh.
新宿区オフィスビル立てこもり事件の速報です。今朝新宿6丁目のオフィスビルに目出し帽をかぶった40歳前後とみられる男が従業員数人を人質に取り立てこもりました。その後数時間経った今も男は
Wait, is this FMV?
Well, I mean, there's gonna be FMB moments. I'm gonna warn you all right now. We're probably not gonna be able to voice act the FMV bits, so pay attention when you hear Japanese.
Roger.
立てこもりはそのトラブルに端を発したものではないかと疑っています。
Woman outside the car. Oh wow.
The world doesn't change so easy.
It's the theme of the game. Yeah, I thought Shibuya was about to fucking explode like the fucking Akira explosion.
That'd be a wild way to
producer
spend this
Gino
game.
Ishii.
It's just like Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Shibuya's story is yours to tell. Tell, tell, tell. Let's get ready to rock. Oh, here we go.
Oh god!
As you play through the game, the various mechanics will be explained. In 428, you follow the stories of multiple protagonists at once. Your decisions impact their experiences as you read the story.
Oh, cool.
They hold in store. Their fate is in your hands. Hopefully you can see them all through to the end. To start, you have two characters, Shinya Kano and Achi Endo?
Achi.
Achi. Let's start by checking out Kano's story.
Gesundheit.
Let me just go. Actually, I can't even like check to see who's who.
Well,
Actually,
that's
kinda
Kano
cool.
and that's Achi.
I guess I'm Kano. Okay, sure. I'm assuming he's the hard-boiled detective.
It looks like a common writer villain.
Just 2 more minutes to go. Shinya Kano noted the time again on his watch, scowling at the slow creep of the second hand. The time was 9:58 a.m. Furrows of consternation creased his forehead. He wasn't nervous, but he knew better than to expect everything to go smoothly. Keeping a level head was...
Consternation?
Yeah, consternation.
Never
It's
heard
a
this
word.
word in my life.
Keeping a level head was proving rather difficult. There was no room for failure. Lives were on the line here.
Oh, don't fuck up, Orange.
Actually, lives on the line here.
He eyed his surroundings.
Yep, he was surrounded.
Was the perp really going to show up? When? Where would he be coming from? How would he make his approach? Look at this FMB. The Shibuya Scramble was packed as ever. A throng of people crossing this way and that, blissfully unaware of the dozens of detectives hidden in its midst.
Can't wait for us to revisit this inside ADV.
Alright, another minute and a half.
Look at this cool guy!
Kano glanced down at his watch yet again. A mere 30 seconds had passed. Detective Kano had been with the enforcement arm of the Shibuya Criminal Affairs section for a year now, but he'd never been a part of an operation this big before. He eyed the young woman standing beside the statue up ahead. She was small enough to get lost in the crowd. She carried a nondescript attaché case. Holy shit, this is super raw. Hitomi Osawa, age 19. The attaché case in her hands contained a full 50 million yen in cash. Yesterday, her twin sister, Maria, had been kidnapped. This is the ransom payment. The culprit had called Hitomi last night at home, referring to her by name and telling her to wait by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya. It was almost time, but nothing. Kano was staring fixedly at the second hand on his watch, when a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk murmured just loud enough for him to hear. Who wants to be the homeless guy? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sure. Come on, Kano, quit looking at your watch so much.
Hey, wait, is that Nanba from fucking Yakuza 7?
Oh my god.
Wait, if the kidnappers...
Oh, it
what
might
if the
be.
kidnapper sees it? I have no vocal reference for
It's fine.
any-
We don't know what he sounds like either. Kano tried to look
He's a scruffy
nonchalant.
character.
Kano tried to
Kano-
look nonchalant. No, this is the general narration. I guess.
This is narration, my bad.
It's fine. Kano tried to look nonchalant as he lifted his eyes, but the scruffy character continued.
You're too nervous. Just relax already.
You're the one acting suspicious, Sasayama. Kano frowned. Oh, it's a homeless guy be talking to me. Yuji Sasayama was the senior officer of the Shibuya Precinct's Criminal Affairs Division, 5 years older than Kano. Some phrase in the text appear to be blue. These are called blue truths. Press X to underline a tip, then press A. This will let you read some extra info relating to that word or phrase.
I
There are
heard
tips
that.
containing general knowledge and ones that are 428. specific, that are marked with the and a respectively. Sure. Yeah, alright. It's the police. He went a little overboard with the disguises. He claimed that it was all part of the job. The word on the station was that he just liked playing dress-up.
Hey, pal, spare some change.
Sasayama lurched to his feet and shuffled in close to Kano. Hey, knock that off! Fitting for the part, Sasayama reeked pretty badly.
Oh my god.
Method acting. Well, ain't so suspicious now, huh?
He clung to Kana with mock camaraderie, despite the younger man's attempts to pull away. Come on, Sasayama, cut it out! Sasayama's blithe confidence rattled Kano's nerves. Of course, there was a good reason for that confidence. This was Kano and Sasayama's jurisdiction, but they were positioned a good distance from where the handoff was to take place. Yeah, I'm assuming there's some sort of fucking achievement tied to this shit. Yeah, I know how it works. You cycle through them by pressing the X button. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
History.
That's right. So, from where the handoff was to take place, the statue of Hachiko was surrounded by either investigators from one of HQ's special investigation teams. Kano and his partner were just there to provide backup if the kidnapper attempted to flee.
Try to relax, we'll be fine.
Sasayama gave him a wink. A moment later, the radio squawked in Kano's ear. Who wants to be the radio operator?
Alright, everyone, it's time. Keep your eyes open. Oh, okay, I didn't expect... You know what? I want Noah to voice him.
Okay. Alright, you're the operator now, Noir. The voice coming in through the earpiece was Koji Kuze, HQ's operations director. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Until last year, he'd been the Shibuya precinct's head detective and Kano supervisor. Noir.
No, I handed
Yeah,
out
we
the-
don't know when the perp's gonna make contact.
Oh god,
I
not this
love
guy again.
fucking...
Yeah.
This dude has the biggest
the
snuff
worst.
collection guaranteed.
Don't let your guard down.
Kuze's low, gravelly voice.
I should have voiced him, but I like Noah's
Kuze's
interpretation
brisk
too much.
North Dakotan accent voice echoed in Kano's ear.
I love it's like...
Oh my god.
I love how it's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna describe AC's voice for this guy, and we're probably gonna describe Noir's voice perfectly with like the guy I'm voicing, knowing my luck.
You sound pretty chipper, Kuze. Kano winced at Sasayama's words. How could the man be so nonchalant? The appointed time had come and gone. Something should be happening. Whap!
Wet ass P-word.
Kano smacked himself in the thigh to release a little tension. The sound was louder than he'd intended. The suit had hit his muscular physique. It did little to dampen the noise. He needed to stay focused. He might be called to action at any moment. The department handled abduction cases according to a certain standard investigation procedure. Was it an attempt to extort money, or was the motive something personal? The answer to that question determined how they deal with the criminal. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, they probably weren't dealing with a professional kidnapper. Still, in all likelihood, it was someone with quite a long rap sheet. Probably someone who knew the family, but so far they'd had few leads on who might bear such a grudge. The situation so unclear, the plan was to apprehend whomever came to make the handoff on site. If the culprit ran with the money, there'd be no guarantee of the hostage's well-being. Still nothing. Oh, that was actually Sasayama shit.
Still nothing.
Sasayama muttered.
There he is!
No, this is the radio, I think, because of the fucking... Because there was a little bit of a...
There he is. He's here. Dramatic close-up.
Kuze broke in, his voice spiking into an excited chirp.
What is he holding?
Kuze's particular voice quirk, whenever he gets
Radio.
really flustered, excited, or panicked, he slips into a childish register, prone to babbling and pitching his voice.
What?
Subject is a young male.
Incredibly
Kuze.
important.
Kuze, normally calm and stoic, was now squawking like an excited child. This only happened when he got particularly worked up. Kano and Sasayama steeled themselves. They could see the subject now. A 20-something male nonchalantly approached Hitomi to talk to her. This is still probably Kuze.
Alright, people! Be ready to grab this guy!
Kuze was stationed in the mobile command center, not far from the intersection, keeping tabs on the situation via radio surveillance from the camera team.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. It sounds like he's just showing her a thing.
The young man started speaking enthusiastically to Hitomi. The detective watched, uncertain. Was this really the kidnapper? Oh.
We're
So
not
you
gonna
like
hear about
Aki-san?
our Lord and Savior Xenu.
I think the situation's a little too unclear to make a solid decision right now. So I'm gonna say it's B. The situation still wasn't entirely clear. We need to get a better look at things. The newcomer held a bundle of letter-sized paper, which he showed to Hitomi as he went on talking. He tried to hand her one of the papers, but she pointedly ignored him. Undeterred, the man kept trying to foist it off to her. Hitomi refused to respond, becoming as motionless as the statue of Hachiko behind her. Until finally the man gave up and walked away. Guess it wasn't him. Kano felt the tension of the moment linger in his spine.
Guy must have been hitting on it. The fucking face!
What does that mean?
AC, you have a new profile photo. Here you go. There, it's right there.
Oh, let me get the snap.
Also, hey, me and AC are detective duo again. It's been so long.
But,
Oh
but
my-
Like I said, I love
Here's
this
the
when you
thing.
think forward.
edit it so that the lips are also his eyeballs.
Shut up. Sasayama muttered.
I mean, she is pretty cute after all.
He had a point.
Of course.
Something in Sasayama's voice made Kano brace himself.
She's got nothing on my Michan.
Michan was Sasayama's wife. They'd gotten married just last month.
Never mind. It's way better.
Another one.
Let me tell you, Kano, married life is the best. You gotta hurry up and give it a try for yourself.
Hi, nigga, this is not
baby.
This was Sasayama's favorite topic lately, and Kano was getting more and more fed up with it. Sasayama,
that's
come
what-
on, just knock it off, okay?
This is making the honey butter biscuits I have right in front of me all
The
the
phrase
better.
has become a common refrain of his since the department partnered them.
Fine. Let's talk about your girlfriend then.
Huh? Now you can't be serious. Sasayama
So how's
leaned
your
in
sex
close
life?
again.
What's she like?
We are not having this conversation. Kano muttered, looking away.
Ah, come on!
Sasayama set his hand on Kano's chest, still playing the homeless troublemaker.
Show me your phone! Let me see your lock screen!
Huh? Sasayama pawed for the phone.
You're a pick of a girl on your screen, on your lock screen here, yeah?
I do not! But he did. It was scary how on the mark Sasayama's instincts were. Hey, cut it out! We're in the middle of investigation!
I am investigating.
Sasayama chuckled as he plucked the phone from Kano's pocket. His face scrunched up with astonishment as he looked at the lock. Also, that's not Nanba. As he looked at the
That's
lock
not a
screen.
scrunch.
The heck is this?
It's not.
Is this a turtle?
Ain't this Masami Nakahama? Fuck.
A national star tends to play the heroine on national morning soap operas or in national historic dramas. Her songs have been a series of national hits, and she's even slated to host the year-end national singing competition program. Everything about her is national.
Why does every screenshot this man in look like he's pogging?
Kano realized he had to bite the bullet. No, that's not my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. Her name's Rumi, and she's... Sasayama cut him off.
You tell me this ain't Masami Nakahama, the famous actress? Because this right here is Masami Nakahama.
Like I said...
Ah, you sly old dog. Trying to make it like you're dating Masami Nakahama.
I'm not. I mean, I guess Rumi does kind of look like her. Sasayama let out a huff.
For real. You really think I'm gonna fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for, I swear. Sasayama scowled, unconvinced.
Alright, then why don't you marry her?
Kano stammered, but he
You
had
love
no
her
answer.
so much.
The truth was, he would have happily married her already. But there were obstacles that needed to be overcome.
Okay, Wait, is that you?
Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job. Oh, no, that's you. I think it was Sasayama.
Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job.
Sasayama handed back Kano's phone and turned his gaze back to Hitomi. Kano let out a quick, uneasy sigh, but his shoulders did feel looser. Maybe Sasayama had been trying to relieve a bit of the tension. Maybe he should be grateful. By now, several minutes had passed since the guy with the papers had gone away. He peered at Hitomi. The strain on her face was visible. Addition to the weight of the attaché case itself, the 5,010 yen bills it held weighed close to 6 kilos. Her slender arms must have been getting tired. Still, she refused to set the case down. She wouldn't take any chances with her sister's life. The kidnapping case had begun the day before, at around 7 p.m.
This is MVD Dispatch. The Shibuya precinct is reporting a missing person believed to be an abduction.
Wait, what's abduction mean? What's that mean?
Subject is Maria Osawa, a 19-year-old student at Midoriyama Academy, last seen at LL Diner near campus. Sorry, I'm reading this sideways.
It sounds good.
A man was allegedly seen forcing her into a car nearby. All officers in the vicinity report to the scene at once.
Kano and Sasayama had been working a burglary case in Jingumai's 5th district when they got the call. The two arrived at the LL Diner at 7:15 p.m. Roughly the same time, several other officers showed up to secure the area, blocking off entry to nearby roadways and monitoring the surrounding establishments. So at the restaurant, Kano and Sasayama were met by the girl who had reported the kidnapping. It was the victim's twin sister, Hitomi. Could you tell us about when Maria was taken, starting from the very beginning? Kano said, keeping his voice low. Who wants to be Maria? Okay, sure, yeah, go ahead.
My sister and I, we were supposed to go to a party together today.
Hitomi was trembling, her voice hoarse.
But I messed up the time. I showed up right at 7, an hour later than I was supposed to.
So Maria had gone alone to the party. A mixer for locals
I
and
think
exchange students. That's just, no, like, this is just general narrative.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Hitomi, arriving late, had showed up just in time to glance out through the restaurant window and see her sister getting shoved into a car. She described the vehicle as a blue station wagon of Japanese make.
Why would something like this happen to her?
Hitomi held back her tears, but she was shaking all over. Did you get a good look at the kidnapper?
Yes, it was a man, middle-aged.
There's another eyewitness. Leyland Palmer.
Leyland Palmer's the dad from Twin Peaks.
Real?
Wow.
Oh boy, I wonder.
I'm sure you've never seen Twin Peaks.
Oh boy, you gotta love a good Japanese game that's inspired by Twin Peaks. There's so many of them.
There's never been a single one. What are you talking about?
That show is on my watch list. I'm curious about it.
You're gonna love it.
DP in the coffee.
He identified himself as a lecturer at Hitomi and Maria's school.
Damn, give I cup.
Who wants to be Leyland Palmer?
Okay, it's gotta be super English, super accent.
Yeah, no, Sim, go ahead.
I saw two. I can't do English.
Not what Tabby says.
Can you get me to the station?
I heard Hitomi cry out, and so I went to the window to look, and
his Japanese was halting, as if he hadn't been in the country very long.
And I think that maybe The kidnapper was working alone.
Leland explained.
Oh, fuck. Then why would you switch up character?
Leland is just really good at doing voice
The kidnapper
impersonations.
was maybe working alone.
Leland explained that he'd seen the man shove Maria into the back seat, then clamber into the driver's seat. If he had an accomplice, wouldn't they have been driving? Neither Hitomi nor Leland had gotten a look at the suspect's face. Kano was interviewing others who had been on the scene, looking for other potential witnesses when his phone rang. It was Yoshio Kajiwara, one of the senior detectives.
Bone, I guess?
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Which guy am I?
You're the
Yoshio
guy on the
Kajiwara,
phone.
one of the senior detectives.
Oh, is he neither of these guys?
No.
Yeah, he's neither of
That's
these
probably
guys.
this guy.
He is the cellular device at this point in
Okay.
time.
We've set up a task force for the investigation. Get back to the station once you've handled the situation there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, I've been having to mix some stuff.
Okay. Barely half an hour had passed between the time the kidnapping was reported and the time the task force began operation. When Kano and Sasayama got back to the precinct station, Kuze had already arrived from HQ. He informed them that the response team had been formed to investigate the victim's home. Kano could feel a peculiar tension in the air. Unfamiliar MPD detectives scurried to and fro around the Shibuya offices. He pulled one of them aside to get a quick update. An hour had now passed since the kidnapping. There had been one new development. The perpetrator made a threatening call to the victim's home. He said the following. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., by Hachiko in Shibuya. Have the sister, Hitomi, bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit. And I left it all in one piece.
The One Piece is real!
No, the guy with the banana.
Very nice.
Yo, shout out to that guy.
Shout out to Banana Man.
Kajiwara from the precinct was put on the response team along with detectives from elsewhere who'd received special training in abduction cases. Normally, a local precinct detective wouldn't have gone undercover in a victim's home. Kuze, however, had decided that having a knowledgeable local was crucial, and had sent Kajiwara along. Detectives disguised themselves as delivery people and movers to make their way inside without arousing suspicion, arriving there at 8:30 p.m. The response team had come prepared to run a trace if a kidnapper contacted the family a second time. But there was no further calls. Kano checked his watch again. 20 minutes now passed since the time designated for the ransom handoff. The kidnapper had yet to appear. Crap. You think we might have spooked him? He wondered out loud.
Hey, stay calm.
Sasayama scanned the passing throng.
Just playing with us.
Why'd this guy even pick this place? Kano voiced the question he'd been asking himself ever since he heard the kidnapper's demands. Sasayama shrugged.
Figures they want to blend in with the crowd, nab the money, and disappear before anyone knows he's there. That'd be my guess.
In that case, why not pick Shinjuku or Ginza? The big crowd didn't just benefit the kidnapper, after all. It also allowed the police to use the sea of people to conceal their own operation. Right now, there were 50 detectives stationed within a 50-meter radius of where Hitomi stood. The kidnapper would be taking a major risk if the plan was to nab the ransom money and run. That's what bothered Kano. Any criminal with half a brain would know better than to do a handoff in front of Hachiko.
You're overthinking things, pal.
Sasayama grumbled. No, I'm not. Kano reached into his pocket and pulled out his notepad. This was Kano's dick diary, which he always kept close to his
He does look like a dick, you know what?
Hey, yeah, it's got the vein.
It's veiny.
Private detective, yeah.
It's Big Dick.
Big dick.
Hey!
Sasayama rolled his eyes.
That connection.
That thing again.
Kano ignored him, flipping through the notepad pages. Aha!
What?
Here it is!
That's the dick I was looking
Dick
for.
Dictum 89. The more relevant something seems, the more relevant it's bound to be. It was a favorite saying of Kyuzo Tateno, an assistant inspector from the Shibuya precinct. Tateno. Tateno is the kind of detective Kano aspired to be. For the current operation, he'd been placed in charge of Hitomi's personal safety. He was in position to defend her as soon as the ransom had been handed off. Of course, Hitomi hadn't been informed of how much protection she was under. There was a risk that if she acted too secure, it might alert the kidnapper. I think Tateno is the right idea.
Wait, so how many Dick Kickums are we going to be seeing in this game?
There's at least 89 of them. Sasayama snorted quietly.
Maybe.
All 428.
Maybe. He is a great detective. Don't get me wrong. But do you know how many irrelevant things there are to consider?
They consider AC every day.
Again,
Sorry.
Kano ignored him. It didn't matter if nobody else understood. Kano had faith in Tateno as both a detective and an individual. He had first witnessed Tateno's brilliance during a standoff at a financial company there years earlier. He managed himself in an office, splashing gasoline everywhere and threatening to set the place ablaze. While he was hesitated, Tateno unflinchingly doused himself with gasoline and strode into the building, where he managed to talk the man down and secure the scene. The others have been awestruck by Tateno's action. I keep wanting to make fucking connections to the silver case. He looks like he looks like
Shiryabu.
Yeah, he looks like Shiryabu during the prequel story.
God damn it.
You mean he looks like an Asian man?
I know.
I'm just saying. He's a person in a police uniform.
Or when he sees a Japanese man in a cop outfit.
OMG, silver case reference.
Look, I'm just saying, she's out there holding a case. It's not silver, but it's close. The others have been awestruck by Tateno's actions, and Kana, who at the time had been content to be a run-of-the-mill policeman, had found it quite inspiring. And then his ear got shot off. This is AC.
Still, you know?
Sasayama murmured under his breath.
As a great detective as Tateno is, and it's not like anyone else in the world has ever heard of him.
He also has a banana. I suppose not, Kano said. So?
The only time anyone ever hears a cop's name is if he's caught up with some scandal or killed in the line of duty.
It doesn't really seem fair, does it? Kano just shrugged. It's a strange definition of unfair, really.
You got celebrity stuff and celebrity hairdressers and stuff. So, how come no celebrity gumshoes, you know?
Look, please. Can you just focus on what we're doing here? Kano rubbed his eyes, then turned his attention back to Hitomi.
What's the matter? Wait, who?
You.
What's the matter? Didn't sleep?
Not enough, I guess.
Did you eat?
Didn't have time.
Want a banana?
Between bringing supplies for the base of operations, readying the team's vehicles, photocopying hundreds of documents and various other tasks, Kano had barely slept the previous night and hadn't gotten a meal in either.
What have you been doing?
Sasayama puffed out his chest. Saving up my energy for today!
So you were sleeping.
Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame.
There he is.
Kuzi's voice chirped suddenly through Kano's earpiece.
There he is.
A man in his 20s wearing a sleeveless sweatshirt.
Oh!
A young man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He strode toward her, a sinister look on his face. He didn't match Hitomi's description, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper had hired some young street punk to snatch the ransom payment.
That's our guy. What do you think, Kano?
Sasayama whispered. Yeah, I think he's gotta be. This was it. Kano swallowed up the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready to act fast. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Could this be the culprit? Or perhaps... Young man tried to snatch the briefcase from Hitomi, but she clung to it with desperate strength. It was him! Detectives rushed in. Whoa, hey, what the hell? Young
Oh,
man
that's-
cried out frantically. No, that's the
Achi.
young man. Young man.
Yeah.
So
that's a different
you
shield
Oh,
It's a different
young
guy.
man.
this definitely seems like an AC character.
Whoa, hey, what the hell?
The young man cried out frantically.
I don't think
to
he's
get
that
away.
young.
But the officers closed in, forcing him
proper.
bodily to the ground. Target secured. Says the other one. Yeah. Actually, no. That's
Oh,
yeah. No, just go.
oh, jeez, I think we got another suspect on the scene.
Oh no, that's
Eek.
probably. I think that's Kuze. It's-
Oh, jeez! I think we got another suspect on the scene! He's taking the ransom!
Kuze's hysterics made Kano spin around. Sure enough, a foreign-looking man was sprinting away, attaché case in hand. The mob detectives scrambled to pursue. Before Kano could react, most of them had run off, leaving him to look after the original suspect. What should I do with this guy, sir? He might have some connection to the kidnapper. Should I bring him in?
Oh, sure, that'd be swell.
I'm on it. Help of one of the remaining detectives, Kano brought the suspect back to the Shibuya precinct.
Be sure to press Z to look down.
Huh, how many times do we have to go through this? Cut the
I
crap.
think it's...
Wait, that's you.
actually-
That's you.
Oh no, you're good.
What is this? Cut the crap.
In this interrogation room, the young man, who gave his name as Achi Endo? I think it's Achi Endo,
Just be Achi.
steadfastly insisted on his innocence. Why'd try to steal that case? Kano watched Achi's face intently.
Like I said, it looks pretty heavy, so I was just trying to help her out.
Wrong answer.
It wasn't inconceivable that a young guy would want to help a pretty girl, but Atomi had just been standing there, hardly in desperate need of assistance. She hadn't set the case down. Oh, never mind, it's you.
She hadn't set the case down, so figured it had to be something important inside.
Entry from Kano's dick diary shot through his mind. Dick dictum number 25. When the tongue slips, grab it and yank out the truth.
Grab the
Classic-
tongue and the...
Classic advice for questioning.
That's what you do with the dick.
Something important you say? Such as?
How the heck would I know?
Achi spat. He huffed and slumped back into his chair. The standard textbook back and forth had been going on for nearly an hour. Kano didn't mind. Chasing down criminals was all well and good, but questioning suspects was another key part of the job. Plenty of off-the-scene work went into cracking a case. Once again, he had Achi explain what he'd been doing, starting from the beginning. When Kano finally emerged from the interrogation room for a short break, he learned there had been some progress in the case at the crime scene. And the police hadn't been able to determine yet, however, was whether or not Maria was safe. Fighting back his anxiety, Kano consulted his dick diary. Dick dictum number 54. Haste makes waste. He felt his tension subside. Remembering the right maxim always helped. It was like casting a magic spell. Kano returned to confront Achi once more. Would that act as a distraction? To mess up the investigation? Weren't you?
Huh?
Achi looked a little bit dumbfounded.
Huh? What are you on about?
Dick number 55. The truth hungers to be free. You hungry? Got some katsudon if you like.
Why isn't
Achi
there
nodded
always
silently.
serving katsudon?
Oh,
Why is it-
damn.
Why
Achi
is it
devoured the bowl of
katsudon is...
katsudon? Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Sorry. Why is it that katsudon is always something that's served to criminals whenever they're in interrogation in Japan?
Why is McDonald's always served to criminals
cheap
in
and easy.
America when they're being questioned? It's
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that's a
Well,
thing.
it's cheap, it's easy, and it's filling.
Okay.
Huh.
Looked like he hadn't eaten in a while.
Okay.
Alright then, spill it. What's this guy after? Achi just shrugged.
I don't know.
He murmured, a thick slice of egg-laden pork between his teeth.
I don't know. Sorry, I had to.
How many accomplices do you have? Kano asked. Achi just shook his head as he inhaled his food. Resignedly, Kano flipped through his notebook once more. Let's see, number 115. Use the lights to your advantage. As minutes ticked past, he found himself referring to his book again and again, trying a dozen different methods to tease out whatever his suspect might be hiding. The experience began to feel strangely surreal, their two voices echoing hollowly into the interrogation room. Eventually, Connor looked back at the clock and realized that the questioning had been going on for nearly 5 hours.
Good God.
He still hadn't made any headway. What was he supposed to do next? Tateno would know, but he sure didn't. So determined to do whatever he could to keep the victim and her family safe. Gritting his teeth in frustration, he perused the Dick Diary like it was scripture. Number 116. Vanna's questioning was clearly tiring Achi out. His eyelids drooped like they were beginning to get heavy. Number 117. Get him when they're tired. Kano's eyes gleamed! You're part of some criminal gang, huh? Achi's head slumped forward heavily. Nodding off was basically the same as nodding yes, right? Listen, Kuze, I did it! The young guy he grabbed the handout site, he finally confessed to the crime!
So happy.
Yeah.
Kuze.
What are you talking about?
What a bumblefuck!
Kuze laughed in disbelief. Kuze, yeah.
We're just about to apprehend the mastermind here.
Huh? Kano clutched his cell phone, dumbstruck.
Listen, why don't you, look, just wait there at HQ, okay?
No. It can't be. After the kidnapping case wrapped up, Kano tendered his resignation. Guess I'm not cut out to be a detective after all, he thought to himself. He dropped the Dick Diary on his desk, and as he left the Shibuya precinct for the last time. I guess
Wait,
I got a bad ending for not immediately chasing the guy. Holy shit.
That's actually actually worth it.
So long, Shibuya.
Oh, wait, really? Has an impact on Kano's fate here. You can avoid a bad end by making proper decisions. Another character story for a detailed hint. Check the tip by underlining the bad end title. So our thoughts create our reality. Okay. Kano never even suspect Aichi Endo, but arresting him turned out to be a mistake. If Aichi hadn't approached Tomi, this wouldn't have happened. Try playing Aichi's story up until 10:30 and make a choice that keeps him from going up to her. If you do that, Kano won't even have a chance to arrest him, and things should play out differently.
Well, okay then.
Oh wow.
It's like Sonic Adventure.
I get this is a tutorial, I guess, for bad ends.
I don't think this counts as a zapping system.
No, it's definitely.
We can now select Aichi Endo.
Dude looks like he belongs on Kamen Rider.
Yeah! Holy
I literally
shit.
said that like
Damn, okay then.
Alright.
There's also a Kamen Rider that starts like this.
Oh, here we go! Dude's getting ready.
Why is all the music in this so good?
Should we narrate like our sections?
I guess.
Like here, do you want to narrate, AC?
Is he there?
Guess not. Alright. Aichi Endo called out at the door to his father's room.
Oh, he really isn't here.
Damn.
Is he?
Or is he having technical difficulties?
It could be the mic thing. Oh, I
I think your shit's fucking itself.
Okay, I'm heading out.
He had the BRB back. AC, do you want to narrate the section where like we're playing as your character, or do you want to just do you want me to just do it? Oh, he's still BRBing, I guess. All right, well we're just gonna run it as is, I guess. At least until he gets back. Sure. His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door.
Oh wait, so do you want me to be the proxy character?
I mean, what is it? Noir was doing the proxy originally, right?
Sure, you don't want me to stay here in the shop?
Okay, thank you, fucking God. Alright. As long as we're getting customers. Actually grimaced.
Ugh. Yeah, I guess not.
Don't forget to get some Mont Blanc on the way out. The drawer by the front door held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. Archie pulled a few of them out.
Guess it's gonna be that kind of day.
He stuffed the trash bags into his pocket, then slipped on his favorite pair of sneakers. The entry to Archie's home also led into his family's shop. Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in the tiny retail space. Sly's bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Aichi wore his way through the gaps in the appliances like a spelunker exploring a cave.
Sorry about that, my associates in detective work. I have returned.
Okay.
Ooh.
From Shibuya Station, if you make your way past the 109 building, then come up through Dogenzaya, you'll come across an old shopping district. That's on the outskirts of Zendo Electronics, the same place it's been for decades. Within the dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares all caked in dust. At a glance, you might well assume the place was closed. A mom-and-pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with the big consumer chains booming through Shibuya. So far, the store had remained in business thanks to the locals who appreciated that they made house calls to do repairs. But things weren't looking good for the future. Achi, the eldest son and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there. I just stepped out of the shop and into the sunny morning air. The good weather lifted his spirits.
Alrighty, time to do this!
He unfurled one of the big garbage bags which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape. Sly made his way towards Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while.
Can't you get holes in the bag like that? Jeez, this place is filthy.
He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that had been tossed on the ground.
Alright, so that shirt wasn't lying.
Then with a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag.
Is that a piss bottle?
No. We've been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. It had gotten so that the sort of garbage most people would hardly notice stood out to him like a sore thumb. Most days he filled his trash bag to the top by the time he made it from his house in Dogenzaka to the train station. Today he was halfway to the station when a woman's anxious voice caught his attention. I think this is probably the character from before, so I think that's probably Rindy then.
I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a hurry here.
Okay, never mind. Different woman entirely.
It's a different one.
Look at these gacked motherfuckers. Holy shit.
Yeah, fucking
Look at them. Holy shit. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman confronted by two men, one with brown hair and one with black. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts for some hostess club. He ran into this sort of thing pretty frequently on the trash cleaning walks around town. Another kind of trash to take care of. Aichi quickly interposed himself between the girl and the two recruiters.
Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her?
Who the hell are you?
The two men glared.
I think this is a second man.
Take a hike, pal.
Sure. Aichi stood his ground.
Look, she ain't interested. You're just gonna have to find some other mark.
The hustler's annoyance turned into open rage.
Well, listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy?
The brown-haired thug smacked his lips around his chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone.
How about we take this someplace more quiet, yeah?
The girl stood by uneasily, watching the goings-on.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble.
Is that the girl?
I don't know.
No, this guy. Okay.
It's him.
Is that supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal.
The man spat his gum onto the ground.
Come zoom in.
Archie looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk.
I have actual gum. I can do this. Alright.
His last shred of goodwill vanished.
You better pick that up right now.
What? Didn't you hear me? Cause I told. Wait. Oh yeah. Cause I told you get on your knees and.
Archie's hand shot out, grabbing the man by the jaw.
Whoa, easy, pal.
The other man's bravado drained from his face. Oh my god. Archie tightened his grip on the brown-haired hustler's jaw. Such down for the man's reddened brow. The man struggled, but Archie just tightened his grip.
Comes a real pain in the ass to clean up after it's gotten stuck to the street, you know. Ever stop to consider that?
Wait, are you?
The other hustler's panicked eyes had fixed on Archie's chest.
Oh crap. That shirt, man.
The guy's voice is starting to break.
That's me, clean. Oh my god. The guy with the mean clean shirt carrying around a trash bag. That means you're...
His face went pale.
What?
The other man echoed the words through his held shut jaw, tears welling up in his eyes.
Get it right, pal.
Archie clenched the man's jaw harder still.
It's mean clean.
We're sorry, man. You're Archie, right? Dude, we honestly had no idea. Come on, man. You gotta cut us some slack.
The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuffing it into his pants pocket. Finally, Archie let go of his companion.
Ew.
The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up with fear. Tears streamed down his cheeks. Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off.
Who?
No, actually, hold on. There we go.
Wait, Con, do you wanna? Because I only got the other one.
Hey. So...
A shy smile came to the girl's face. Oh wait, oh wow, she has like an entire backstory written for this character.
Wow.
Ryoko Kakinuma,
Oh,
the second
lady.
girl student at Midoriyama Academy's law school. Okay.
Oh, she goes to Deku High.
Thank you for saving me.
No, I apologize.
Huh?
The girl stared in surprise.
Run into creeps like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya's a good town.
Yeah. Okay.
Archie gave her a quick wave, then turned and continued his way down to Doganzaka.
I'm dead.
Archie
I
was
love both
Shibuya
the
born and raised. You go ahead.
I love both the characters I voice so much.
This is great thus far. Holy shit! He was keenly aware of the changes the ward had seen since he was a kid. Grocery stalls and inconspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings. Archie looked the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town. Not on his watch. Archie made his way down to Shibuya Station. Throngs of people shuffled to and fro across the Scramble. The view shifted constantly from the one moment to the next, almost as the city itself were alive. And the city were a living thing, the Shibuya Station was its heart. With streets like Bunkamuradori and Center Gai serving as the arteries pumping a bloodstream made of people. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping that blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya. And there was Archie, just another part of the great urban organism.
I guess I'm one of the city's white blood cells. Or wait, maybe I'm a red blood cell? Hold on. Is that right, or did I have it right the first time?
White blood cells eliminating pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body. Archie was probably thinking of white blood cells.
Looks like a straight up Samsung ad in the background.
Yeah.
Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather conspicuous young woman standing by the statue of Hachiko outside his Shibuya station.
Oh, she's totally my type.
To be someone's cup of tea.
Wonder if she's a model or a small-time actress or something. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang. Good looking as she was, there was no way she wasn't already taken.
That was my job, but thanks. What kind of guy scored a girl like that? Probably that rich-ass CEO of an IT company or something. Cracking a tie off the trash bag, he continued gazing wistfully at the girl. Then he noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an attaché case, the kind a businessman might use. It was a large case, apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. Probably don't want to use A.
Yeah.
But first, I'm gonna dump this trash.
He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Oh, we already... yeah.
But first, I gotta dump this trash. As he grabs Eddie Brock and throws them into the garbage can.
So let's switch back to Kano's story using the time chart.
Time chart?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Whoa!
Now you can time chart.
No.
Braggadocious.
This is cool.
Oh yeah, it's a flowchart.
Mathematical.
But when's the true one?
It shows the protagonist's progression. The story. Decision points are marked with and eh.
It's marked with arrows.
Just a second.
This little symbol here next to guide is a new driver symbol. You usually see it on cars from student drivers.
Oh.
Fun. Alright. So yeah, here, we're gonna go back over here. A suspicious man.
Really a Shibuya Scramble.
Oh no, it's that man.
Let's see. Yeah, we've already done this bit.
There he is!
Oh!
Oh my god.
The man in the black coat! He's not Japanese! Looks to be in his early 30s!
Previously, Achi got mixed up with Kano and the police, but now another man has appeared instead, by changing what Achi did. You've also changed Kano's story.
Cool.
A foreign man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He made his way toward her, his expression blank.
What's up with like the giant man in the background? Wait, we're gonna go to him.
He looks like he's about to tell his friend not
He
to come
didn't
to school
match the
tomorrow.
description Hitomi had given them, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper was using an accomplice to snatch the ransom payment. Alright, that's Hasayama.
Alright! So, is that? This may be our guy!
Yeah, that's fine, we synced up. This was it. Kano swallowed the lump on his throat. He bent his knees, ready for action. Blood rushed to the leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Was this the culprit?
Hey, gay, homosexual gay.
Somebody may still hear his voice. Or perhaps...
Listen. You're gonna take F14. You go ahead and stop. Wait, never mind. The CG's gone.
The stranger took hold of the attaché case. It was him! And mass detectives began to close in.
Let's go, Kano!
On it! Sasayama and Kano leapt into action. They never expected what happened next.
Oh no, they're distributing illegal FF14.
With the case clutched in both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right towards them. Oh. Keep out!
Keep out!
Have to get the one roof first.
Kano's story has suddenly hit a keep out. Keep out refers to a point in the story where your progress is suddenly stopped. In order to advance beyond a keep out, you need to jump. From another protagonist story. At 10:30, Achi has the text. Young man in a suit, set as a red keyword. Checking these red keywords will allow you to jump from Achi's story back to Kano's. Now head back to Achi's story and keep an eye out for that. Key phrase.
I love Uchikoshi!
This is actually very Uchikoshi.
This is super Uchikoshi.
This is big Uchikoshi energy.
I mean, it's in Shibuya, so it also has major
I think
persona
so, me.
energy.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we gotcha. But yeah, I probably just have to go back and do the same thing again. Dump the trash. See if there's a garbage bin nearby. It's you.
Huh?
Man had come up beside the girl. He was dressed in black and he wasn't Japanese. Look, they were having a conversation. Why did the music get so tense?
Hey,
Girl not
Brandon,
That's that nigga. That's
You're
fucking
gonna go,
menacing, bro.
you're gonna go,
Yeah.
go Steam, you're gonna
Sure.
go Skyrim Anniversary Edition, you're gonna buy Skyrim again.
Don't let him keep going. Stop, press
The
buttons.
girl nodded tensely at something the man said. She didn't want to buy Skyrim again. She stared. Something. Oh.
Something tells me that's not her boyfriend.
Yo, look at that dude posing because he knows he's gonna be in a video game. Look at him. Man striking a pose like
Wait.
one of those like classic ancient statues.
Both of my characters are on screen.
Wow.
Aw.
Good.
The girl handed the attaché case over to the man. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away.
Whoa!
A nearby homeless man suddenly. we already know this shit. Soon
Like
as
detective.
and broke into a run, as if he'd been waiting for this very moment. Sprinting alongside him was a young man in a suit. Red text denotes important keywords that let you jump between different protagonists. Stories. This allows you to shift between characters at specific points. These can also allow you to clear out a keep out in another character's story and let you read on.
Boxes are
If you come
They
across
were not
one.
intended for English.
boxes will not have a full sentence in them.
Yeah.
Switch!
Whoa.
Performing a jump from the screen, you can advance another character's plot. We already know how this works. Just confirm the jump.
We literally just told you how to do it. Remember to press ZR to look down.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Oh, it's you, fuck.
Let's go, Gano!
On it! You did it! Jump successful. In 420, you will often need to jump to get past another character's keep out jump.
Did you
From red
just say
keywords,
420?
Let's remind you a third time. There won't be any more for a while, I like it says.
I'm waiting for like the last like third of this game to reveal that. Oh, by the way, this is like an actual thing that happens in the game. This is also a sci-fi story. I expected what happened next. When the kid clutched in both arms, the man suddenly veered, running right towards them. What? Catching sight of the two detectives, the suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in a new direction. Connor whipped off his costume glasses and followed in hot pursuit. At the crosswalk,
banana!
the signal changed to red, and the flow of the foot traffic abruptly halted. As quickly, hundreds of cars all lurched back into motion. There was no escape for the culprit now, or so it appeared. The converging cops slowed their pace, confident the man was cornered. And the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, darting between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. All the detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with him. Kana, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into traffic at the crossing.
Kana, are you crazy? Come back!
Kana heard Sasayama shouting, but his feet kept carrying him onward. I thought I got hit by a car, fuck. With shouts and sirens echoing all around him, Kana closed in the foreigner. This music's really good, holy shit.
I know, right?
Just a little closer and he'd be in tackling range. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce, his eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never. Oh, that's Kuze.
Kano, back off. Don't take him down.
It was Kuze, shouting through Kano's earpiece. Huh? Kana hesitated in surprise. Had he just been ordered to not apprehend the criminal?
Let him go for now. The real perp
Perp.
is someplace else.
What had happened to the perp plan? He'd been told that all the personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want them to catch the perpetrator?
Arrest team, stay on the foreigner's trail. Forensics team, get busy cross-referencing photos.
Even if this foreigner was only an underling hired for this one task, the police had now tipped their hand that they'd been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnapper, a girl's life might be at stake. Connor recalled another maxim from his dick diary. Dick Dictum 12. Always assume a worst case scenario. If Kuze had told him to let this guy go, that implied he was counting on the team that was now in position. But if the crook had planned a way to break through the police dragnet and escape with the ransom and he succeeded. What was the right call here? To take the guy down or back off after all?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna risk it all, baby.
Kano make a huge ass of himself again?
Letting the perp escape now is too big of a risk. He had to catch this guy ASAP. The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Kano ran faster. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently, he knew his way around Shibuya pretty well.
Someone's taking it to me!
Kano recognized Kuze's trademark squawk immediately.
Subject is male. He appears to be carrying a gun. He's fleeing in the direction of Meiji-dori.
What? Kano could hardly believe it. You told me he had been kidnapped, and she'd been abducted by whoever had taken Maria? But why? Someone's been waiting for the moment the police took their eyes off of her. Something's very wrong here. What in the world is going on?
Didn't they say there were like 12 detectives there?
Kano saw the road forked up ahead. The man was with the attaché case around to the left. If the man who'd taken Hitomi was heading towards Meiji-dori, there was a good chance he'd gone down one of the alleyways off to the right. Making a snap judgment, Kano told the detective behind him to follow the case snatcher, then turned and headed down towards the nearest alley. See,
There's another detective behind him.
I guess so. As darting through the side streets, he spotted a different man, another foreigner crossing an intersection a few dozen meters away. The man was dressed in black, just like the guy who had grabbed the ransom money. Kuze's right. The kidnapper wasn't acting alone. But wait, something was amiss. Hitomi isn't with him. Where was she? Kano skidded around the corner, then stopped short. The man in black was standing there, pointing a gun right at him. Before Kano could react, the man fired. Oh, wow.
Today is Friday in California.
Kano felt hot all over, as if he were on fire. Did Dez just get shot and die? Holy shit. All except for his cheek pressed against the asphalt and the palms of his hands. They felt so cold. There was nothing he could do. Nothing. That is except lie there and watch as his killer turned and walked away. Jeez.
This is a bad
I'm gonna get number 4.
Shot by a foreigner.
By trying to find the man who'd taken Hitomi, Kano ran into a different criminal. Unfortunately for him, he got shot. If the criminal hadn't been able to get near Hitomi, she probably wouldn't have been taken. Have Achi make this choice to talk to Hitomi instead at 10:30. Wait, what?
At 10:35.
At 10:35.
We have any options at 10:35?
Those dang guy
yeah.
in their guns.
Yeah, we gotta get past. Okay, so yeah, like at 10:30 he tried talking to her, but at 10:35 we have a different chance.
Jump.
Yeah, jump back over here.
Go ahead, jump.
We already did this bit, yeah. On some of the Yemen. See it? Okay. Then, seemingly from everywhere, a whole bunch of other guys burst into motion.
Whoa!
First one. Then another. A third, a fourth, a fifth. Over a dozen now.
What the heck?
Clearly something big was going down. Were they after the attaché case? Within moments, Achi lost sight of them all through the crowd. With any people chasing him, the guy with the case was sure to get caught. But wait, what about that girl?
Whoa.
Achi turned back around. The girl was still there. She was staring in the direction that the man who had taken the case had gone. A worried expression on her face. Another crazy day in Shibuya! No, we probably want to talk to her, yeah.
It's probably just a movie.
Yeah. Achi couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. Maybe we should talk to her and ask what was going on. But just he was making up his mind, a middle-aged man in a ratty business suit shuffled awkwardly over to her first. Was there something wrong with one of his legs? He's using a cane to walk. Then one of his hands slipped into his jacket pocket. Achi could scarcely believe his eyes.
A gun.
I see a gun.
A gun.
Colt 38.
With a single fluid motion, the man lifted up the gun and pointed it at the girl's direction. He was aiming right for her head. Girl had noticed the man with the cane now. Seeing the gun pointed right at her, she froze in fear. Achi didn't hesitate. Breaking into a full run, he tackled the gunman with all of his might. Caught off guard, the man sprawled to the pavement.
Woo! That bullet's gonna create litter!
But the would-be assassin kept hold of his weapon and quickly scrambled back to his feet. Achi knew he had to act fast.
Yeah, it's called a snub-nosed pistol.
He grabbed the
It's a
ashen-faced
Derringer.
girl by the arm and attempted to drag her away. This is the man in the... Actually... Oh, no,
It's Achi.
It's Achi, yeah.
This way!
He shouted. She just stared at him, uncomprehending.
This way.
I'm trembling like a startled animal.
Come on, run!
Then the girl snapped out of her daze and gave a fearful nod.
If you go with the police box, Doctor Who might be in there.
That's a good point.
Yes, but also he might just shoot you through the police. Okay.
You could also close, I think you can lock yourself in a police box.
Let's go.
Our police box is good.
Plus, there is a chance that we might run into Kano as well, which would be good because he might not get shot that way. Still pulling the girl by the hand. Achi headed for the police box at the train station.
Drop the Krispy Kreme, Serpico, we need help!
There's always policemen staffing these things. Why do I have to be unmanned now? Oh, that was actually you, shit. Achi flashed a worried glance behind him, and saw the assassin in pursuit like a man possessed.
Yikes, this is not good.
Yikes, this is not good.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Oink, zoink, Scoob!
Girl, run! With the frightened girl in tow, Achi ran between the JR Yamanote line railway overpass.
Oh, like, don't worry, man. No, don't worry. Just trust me.
He told her.
But first...
They sped past a convenience store where an employee was cleaning up the sidewalk.
Here, take this, will ya?
Achi tossed over the bag of trash. Wait, what?
This way!
This is the crowd in a
Banos.
nearby back alley.
This way's a dead end.
The girl said...
This way's a dead end.
The girl said breathlessly.
Like I said, just trust me.
Stopping abruptly, Achi kicked down a wooden plank covering a gap between two buildings, clearing a space that a person could fit through.
See? We can get away through here. In you go.
But the girl just stood there, looking terrified.
What's the matter?
Achi asked.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Hey.
She looked at him as if he, too, was about to pull a gun on her. I could hardly blame her. After all, he was just some random guy who had turned up out of nowhere. This is no time for dawdling. The man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. If they just stood there, he was going to catch them.
Okay, sweetheart, hear me out.
He said in a rush.
The name's Achiendo. I live in the neighborhood, and I'm not the kind to stand idly by when a girl is being chased by some killer. So please just trust me, and I'll do my best to keep you safe.
He hoped the look in her eye, in his eyes, could convince her that he was being on the level. After a painfully long moment, the girl nodded her acceptance.
Phew. Right, let's start with this.
They had paused beside an enormous stack of beverage crates. With a quick shove, Achi knocked the whole pile down, sending it cascading across their pursuer's path.
Well, that was a close call.
Well, nothing I can do about that.
The man with the cane was floundering and struggling to get past the fallen
Oh
crates.
no.
He'll never be able to shoot us
We'll
past this
see.
barricade of milk crates.
My bad, man.
Archie called out.
Mind cleaning that up for me?
The man scowled back at them and fumbled for his gun. Archie flashed him a wave goodbye, then slipped away between the buildings with the girl.
How could they not run away easily from a man with a cane?
Let's go to Log Lady.
It's the long lady from Twin Peaks.
Wait,
Of course
really?
it is.
Oh my fucking god!
That's right.
Oh my god. Going down a narrow alley, they emerged onto a side street lined with dive bars and clubs. Assuming the man with the cane hadn't given up, he'd probably lie in wait on this path back to the main road. Archie said their best bet was to try and stay inconspicuous rather than risk getting caught on the move.
Guess we can lie low here for a bit.
He said. He led the girl to the entrance of a tiny old hostess club. She followed him reluctantly.
You know, dive bars sound interesting, but I'm not that good of a swimmer, so I'll pass.
The Japanese creative when the twin is peaks.
Oh, this fucking...
It's like the Red Velvet Room from Twin Peaks!
It is. I didn't want to say it.
It is.
No, that's a bit of a stretch. It's not. Actually, no, wait, no. Checkerboard flooring, red velvet couch.
Fine, it might be, yeah.
The chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna see, there'd be the mysterious foreigner we interviewed didn't say anything. It's just like an image of David Lynch.
She flicked a switch inside the front door, and a chintzy chandelier glowed to life. He set the gal down on the small sofa beside the counter. She gave him a worried look. Archie felt a pang of embarrassment as he realized what she must be thinking.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not gonna try any funny business. Someone I know used to run this place, but it's not in business anymore, so I figure we're safe here.
The girl chuckled at his evident discomfort.
Alright then.
She said.
So, we good?
We're good.
Okay, good.
She made a vague attempt to straighten his disheveled clothes.
So, how about some introductions?
No, you won't.
So, how about some introductions? I'm, Archie Endo. Like I said earlier. You can just call me Archie.
I'm Hitomi Osawa. You can call me Hitomi, I guess.
With each new word out of Hitomi's mouth, Archie felt his heart sing. She was charming, personable, just about everything about her was captivating. Archie never met another girl like her.
Not again. Archie?
What?
Is something the matter? You were spacing out there for a bit.
Archie shook his head to dispel his daze.
Damn it, this is no time to get all starry-eyed.
He need to think of some way to keep her safe from the guy who was after her.
Look, can you just tell me what the heck was going on? Please, I need to know if I'm gonna help you.
Okay. I'm not really sure where to begin.
Hitomi looked down, lost in thought. Apparently hers was a long story.
Alright.
She said at last.
I guess I'll just explain things as they happened.
No, wait, hold up. Could you keep it as simple as you can?
I'm fucking stupid.
I mean, I'm not really the sharpest tool in the shed.
She's looking really dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
Complicated explanations ain't exactly my strong suit.
Hey, I'll try my best.
Hitomi chuckled. She got comfortable and then started her story.
So, last night somebody abducted my sister. The killer demanded that I make the ransom head off personally. He told me to stand by the statue of Hashiko in Shibuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange. So I did.
Oh.
And,
it actually progressed without me. Okay, there you go.
Ah.
So I did. And this man came by and took the attaché case with the money. Then afterwards, that other guy with the case with the cane turned up and pointed his gun at me and.
Whoa, sorry, hold up a second. Hold your horses.
Archie had suddenly lost the thread of the conversation.
Good thing they explained.
Oh wow, that was actually
there you go.
intentional.
Oh, it's a tutorial. Wait, was it a Mario with appear in the top right?
That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah, that's a cool tutorial.
Could you say that again, but like simpler?
Huh? Sure.
Ah! I was having trouble. I was having trouble following. Is all.
He's taking psychic damage from this interaction.
Information overload.
I mean, like, it's like the plot of like some movie or some like soap opera.
No, that's not.
Or some kind of hidden camera show.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
This is real. This really happened.
Looking at Tommy's eyes was dead serious.
He's gotta be telling the truth. What would be the point of lying?
And he had seen the attaché case and the gunman himself.
How much is the ransom, if you don't mind me asking? Don't mind my asking.
Tommy hesitated.
yen.
Just after a moment, Archie gave a whistle of amazement.
The detectives told me that was a typical amount for a kidnapper to ask for.
That's plenty, that's for sure. That's plenty, that's for sure. I guess there's good money in that sort of thing.
As soon as the words were out, he realized his blunder.
Sorry, I shouldn't have put it that way.
He got involved in a land war in Asia.
Yeah.
He fidgeted awkwardly, and Hitomi looked away.
I'm an idiot, but okay, I think I get this kidnapping thing? So I'm guessing those guys who chased the guy or took the ransom were undercover cops.
He replayed the scene in his head.
But then, you never took the attaché case and ran, right? So if you were empty-handed, why did that guy the guy with the cane come after you?
So I'm not sure. I just...
Hitomi's words trailed off. This was clearly difficult for her to talk about.
Anyway, we should probably get you to the police as soon as we...
We can't do that.
Hitomi's tone was resolute.
I can't take this to the police.
Why not?
Archie waited for an answer, but none came. After a long and awkward silence, she stood up from her seat.
I really appreciate the help. But I should go now.
She gave Archie a deep bow.
Nuh-uh, hold on, what do you mean go? Go where?
He heard to intervene as she headed for the door.
Want to cause you any more trouble? I figured the rest out on my own, somehow.
Hey, I said hold on!
Hitomi ignored him and opened the door, and their argument came to an abrupt halt. Standing there was the man with the cane, his revolver in his hand.
So, Malakanya.
Oh.
Yes, we switch back to Kano, I guess.
You won't believe what you'll have to do now.
Archie Endo's 10 o'clock story ends here. However, Shinya Kano still has more to do. Read along further in Kano's story. But through the side streets, eventually knew the way around Shibuya pretty well. Oh, the man shot out onto a major thoroughfare, then bolted up a pedestrian bridge. So where the heck was this guy heading? Half across the bridge, the man stopped abruptly. Cautious, Kano stopped as well.
Oh,
he's
God.
British!
Oh no.
Roughly 190 centimeters. Age 30. Hair dark brown. Clothing all black. A moment later, the man flashed a triumphant sneer as he held up the attaché case. Before Kano could even yell, "Stop!" it was already too late.
Dude looks like he's about to kick ass for the Lord.
The man threw the attaché case down to the roadway below. No! Panicking, Kano peered over the railing. A man on a motorcycle was waiting beneath the bridge. I've been had. Kano bit his lip hard. Damn it! Kano sprinted back down the bridge, hearing the bike's engine roar to life. He had to make it in time. Descending the stairs 4 at a time, he leapt towards the roadway, but the bike sped out of reach, and roared away in the direction of Yoyogi, leaving Kano in the dust. Looking back up at the overpass, he saw the man who had thrown the attaché case running away. He handed the money off to somebody else. He's currently on a motorcycle heading towards Yoyogi. His report to Kuze complete, Kano slumped down in dismay. The casa played right into the criminal's hands. Now the crooks were getting away. People's lives were in danger. Was there any greater failure for a policeman? Staring off into the distance, where the man who'd thrown the case had disappeared, Kano gritted his teeth.
I can't believe how evil he looked. Jesus Christ.
New character then? You finished reading both character stories for the hour. Of 10 in 428. You make your way through all the protagonists. Stories in parallel like this. Once everyone has reached the end of a given hour, the next hour can begin. So do we just have like free reign now? Oh! Yeah!
Mama.
Yeah, like intro, let's go.
Can we drop the pleasantry?
So this is a waste of time.
I gotta work for you. Oh!
It's like totally bogus.
Oh, it's Eggplant Man.
What am I making for any of my crimes?
He was literally on Kamen Rider.
This is great. Oh my god.
So amazing, and I'm so glad we did this.
This is very fun. We still have like an hour left, by the way, so...
I know.
Dude, if this was a TV show, I would watch every episode.
This
yeah,
does
here we
feel
go!
like a Kamen Rider.
Okay, this is the tutorial for this part of the story. You can reread previous tutorial messages via the main menu. A lot of important info in there, so reread it closely. Alright, so, I have 5 protagonists available. Whose story will I read first?
Can you just go over all of them to see what it looks like when you select them?
We need to establish who's voicing who really quickly, because, like... Oh, is that Nusabi? Oh, yeah.
B wanted me to be Tama.
Yeah, B wanted to be Tama.
No, she...
No, I wanted Bone to be Tama.
Wait, really?
I wanted to be Tama.
Yeah.
Well, too bad, Con.
Well, I mean, like, Khan isn't gonna have a predominant character otherwise. You can have
Is there no woman in this?
No, it's all guys.
I'm
just here for the ride.
Nobody knows who Tama looks like.
Was Osawa me?
I think you're not supposed
to. Or is that a different guy?
So let's see. The 2 options are Minorikawa and Osawa. So.
Why does Osawa have like the Neil Breen cut?
You know what Osawa? You know who Osawa reminds me of? Fucking
Ew.
Markiplier.
So,
Randy,
the way you said that name made me think that the W was turned upside down.
I do not put that on me. That's on you.
Alright,
It's just the way you pronounced it.
It's called Midorikawa.
Let's see. Bone, do you want either of these people? Otherwise, I was gonna throw it to Sim and Noir for who wants to be who.
I'm okay. I'm actually kind of tired.
Okay.
I don't think I can give out energy.
So as of right this current moment, I might not be voicing for a hot minute because I'm gonna let the dog out.
Okay.
I should be
I can't
back.
believe the curse fucking got me an AC again.
He's
What
the
the
one that
fuck?
let the dogs out.
Jeez. So Sim, do you want to be Osawa or do you want to be Minorikawa?
I don't particularly care. I can flip a coin.
Sure.
I feel like the
Fine.
guy with the glasses is giving off sim energy, personally.
Really?
Sure.
He seems a lot more sedate than Midorikawa.
Yeah.
It's Minorikawa.
Golden Bard.
Oh, right.
Osawa.
Alrighty then. I'm more interested in knowing what the fuck is going on with Tama, so Khan, you're up.
Alright.
Oh, neat. It's still shifted. That's cute.
Oh, like a Shibuya mascot. It's so hot. It's so hot in this thing. Way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. Everyone else on the street looks nice and cool. But here I am getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heat wave. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe for that matter. But hey, what can I do? Oh, I'm so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm gonna pass out from dehydration at this rate. I may as well admit it. I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume could be so uncomfortable? A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job.
Oh wow,
Damn, I
we were
missed my
super
chance
right.
to have
Wow, yeah.
boobs.
I suddenly have so much respect for the people of those superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling it quits. But I can't. I need the work. I need the money. This is no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly going to do? Check out the revolutionary new diet drink, Burning Hammer! I thrust a free sample toward passerbys while shouting as loud as I can.
In case you didn't know.
Oh, it's no use. People just walk by one after another. They avoid looking at the sample.
And phase
Like
stepped
this ever
through
since I
her.
started standing here. What gives? You'd figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. And then this whole miserable experience will have all been for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away! No exercising or diet necessary! I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn! Burn those pounds away! They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offload dodgy product. It's that simple! That simple, folks! You just drink the weight away! I guarantee it! Heck, this whole thing reeks of a scam to me, too. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. But still, free is free. You'd think I'd be able to give one or two away. It's not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with one bottle. Alright, I'm going to give this bottle away to the next person I see no matter what. Close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Alright, eyes open! There are two people walking in my direction. Wait, two? Oh know. Which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're going to pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it? Clutching the free sample in my furry fist.
We're gonna give it to the guy on the right, because that's very obviously the cosplay detective.
I try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. To my surprise, he takes it.
Oh yeah, that's right. AC went to go take his dog for a walk.
Oh, poop.
What's
probably
this?
why I took the dog for a walk.
Yes. Lifting an eyebrows look to the bottle. Oh no, okay, this one's all from Khan's perspective, wow.
I flap my fuzzy arms and straight a cute pose as I launch into the product pitch. It's Burning Hammer, the #1 new diet drink. Please give it a try.
No thanks.
The man says.
I'm good.
I keep my arms held open wide and pretend I didn't hear that.
Look, Wait, do you say he says? Or
yeah.
He says.
I'm in a hurry. You should give this to someone else.
He tries to hand the sample back to me, but I hold my ground. For a few moments, we're at a silent impasse. Maybe he's weirded out by my cat alter ego holding its freeze frame pose, because eventually he looks away, slips the bottle into his pocket, and walks off. I did it! I finally got someone to take one! But there's still so many samples left. My brief surge of excitement dies before it can even take fully hold. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. There's a sales demo happening today at the 1 o'clock at the Nokane building.
I think that's the other chicken.
Oh, who wants to be a chicken?
There's a sales demo happening today at the 1 o'clock in the Nokane building.
Huh, looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. I don't get it. How come nobody is taking any of mine? What could I possibly be doing wrong? I look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just about over. I'll need to get ready to head over to the sales demo. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I haven't given out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well, I might not have gotten results, but I tried my best. I sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything.
Hey, what gives? You got that many left? Oh.
The chicken speaks with a female voice. Oh!
Do you want me to
You
take
can
her?
keep doing it.
I can do the Erica voice.
Wait, I'm back. I'm returned. Wait, who the fuck is that?
Who wants to be who wants to be the chicken? Who wants to be the chicken more than me?
I kind of want to.
All right, Randy, go ahead.
I mean, she is a chicken.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
Wow.
Self-proclaimed.
Wow.
You bitch.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, what gives? You got that many left?
Chicken speaks with a female voice. Yeah, I reply sheepishly. Nobody seems to want to take mine.
Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets?
Huh?
What groups of girls or boy-looking older ladies? Those are the types you gotta be going for, you know?
Wow, I hadn't even considered that. Now that she says it, it seems so obvious. This is a diet drink after all.
I know, is this supposed to be a jokey chickeny voice or a normal voice?
Just go for
You're
whatever
good.
voice you think is good.
Of course, I'm not gonna have any luck trying to foist it off on random guys.
Well, whatever.
The chicken says.
Here, give me the samples you've got left.
I hand over my samples and the chicken dumps the whole lot into her basket.
I'll think whatever left so they don't find out you didn't pass them out.
She says. Huh? Wait, like all of them?
Yeah, all of them.
The chicken sounds pretty confident in herself. These may just be sample-sized bottles, but still they add up to a lot. I can feel myself on the brink of tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much. That's a huge help.
This
I
lady's
bow
fucking with
deeply,
her.
which makes my mascot head wobble. Leaving the station behind, we head down Center Guy towards the Nokane building.
Girlfriends.
I don't trust the chicken.
Gay,
The Burning
lesbian,
Hammer sales
gay.
demo is going to be open this afternoon. The job's supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day, but if we can sell at least 100 bottles of the demo, they promised another 10,000 on top of that. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles. I need that 20,000 yen, and I need it as soon as possible.
Oh boy, $200 for a day's worth of work. Ugh.
A job is a job, man.
I know.
We arrive at the Nokane building, a rundown multi-tenant office complex.
This is so fucking. They're selling a diet drink with these fucking imagery. That's so fucking stupid.
I don't understand
It
the
screams.
flags.
It screams scam.
Mm-hmm.
We head into the room where the Burning Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. The stage has been set up at the far end of the room. That's where I'm going to be standing, sipping Burning Hammer while explaining its effects to the customers. Hurry up and take that thing off. Oh wait, that was the chicken speaking. Sorry.
Hurry up and take the thing off.
The chicken flaps her wings as she speaks.
It's kinda early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving.
Now that she mentions it, I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. I can't win a war against my stomach for that long. The chicken and I head to the waiting room where they set out lunches. Well, they set out our lunches for us.
Am I getting my bag out quick?
Chicken asks. She arches her back towards me. Apparently she can't reach her own zipper. Oh, sure, give me just a sec. I try to unzip the back of the chicken suit, but my own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it.
What's the hold up? Come on. I'm rusting this thing. Hurry up and get it off me.
I've almost got it. It's just awkward with these mitts. Finally, I get a hold of the zipper and yank it downward. A girl emerges from the chicken as if the costume itself were an egg.
Oof. I'm alive.
Her red sweatshirt is drenched in sweat. Why are you wearing that?
Don't you need to wear a hoodie?
Yeah.
You know, this feels like it's mean. Like this is intended to be a major surprise.
Almost at once, she's kicking back and cooling off with a hand fan. Sorry, would you mind getting me too? I ask.
Yeah, okay.
I turn my back to the girl. I hear
Broken.
metal clacking behind me. At long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit!
Huh?
The girl murmurs awkwardly. Huh? What? A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong? I ask.
Yeah, that's a no-go. Zipper's busted.
What?
Yeah, sorry, this thing ain't coming off.
What? My vision goes dark.
She was really
Until it
helpful
wasn't.
until she wasn't.
No. No. No! I tug desperately at the costume, but no luck. I'm trapped inside!
Did you not, like, take off the head? Head
Oh,
doesn't connect.
what the crap?
Wow. Animation!
Renee.
Oh, is that me? Okay. Alright. Oh, well, we can talk to the boss about it whenever he gets back.
The girl says.
I mean, it's not like we can just cut it off with scissors or something.
She sounds entirely unconcerned.
Yeah, she's not the one in the suit, and she can eat.
It's so unfair! I need to get out of this stuffy, sweltering ski bath as soon as possible! All I can do is clench my fist in impotent rage!
Anyway, good luck out there today!
The girl continues.
I'm Chiri Osugi, by the way. Or just call me Chiri.
She smiles as she introduces herself.
I mean, I am a pretty cheery gal after all.
She breaks into a hearty guffaw. Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, for sure. So, I guess you're not gonna be able to eat lunch in that getup, huh?
Huh? Ah, that's right! What should I do?
Don't sweat it, just leave it to me.
Huh?
I'll eat both lunches myself.
She's fucking looking.
Joke.
She's looking at the fucking camera like it's a sitcom.
I'm honestly making the same face. Chiri doesn't even wait for me to reply before reaching for my lunch.
You'd be ashamed all you got to waste.
She says. She makes it sound like leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face.
The fat evil is also in this game, it seems.
Why do you think she took the burning hammer? A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly.
What the fuck is this?
Cheap little pre-packaged lunchbox, but right now it looks like a feast.
They had so much fucking fun with these ones, you can tell.
So, what's your name?
Judy asks. Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name?
Yeah.
Oh, it's... As I struggle to think of an answer, my eyes alight on the piece of tamagoyaki clutched between Judy's chopsticks. The yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. I can see the inside from the way it's been sliced. It looks somewhat undercooked.
Come on. What's your name?
Huh? Oh, right. Tama. It's Tama.
Huh? You want like the famous cat? Why ain't that fitting?
She told her chortles and stuffed the piece of tamagoyaki in her mouth, then takes a big swig of iced tea. I am beyond jealous. I wish I could gorge myself on those lunch boxes until I'm full to bursting. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now.
Look at those honed to dead eyes.
For me to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. This isn't good.
One second, there's a way to turn off the... Oh, not this. No, wait, go back. Go back. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. There's a way to turn off... There we go. If you want the fucking... If you... Oh, come on! Don't fucking put up the brightness adjustment shit. I just want to see what it looks like with the other thing. Is there a way to do that? Okay, no, never mind. All right.
This isn't good. If I don't do something, we're going to pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still shake the head off. Take the head off, right? That way I'll at least be able to eat and drink stuff.
Oh, where's this going wrong?
She literally didn't think of that while starving.
I too. Oh no, what do we do?
I guess just like...
The mitts are probably not going to work because she can barely grab the zipper. I don't think rubbing her head back and forth is a good idea.
Why not just ask her? What's the problem
Yeah,
with that?
might as well.
That seems like the best option. I decide to ask Katie. Sorry, but would you mind pulling my... Ow! Feel a dull throbbing pain at the back of my head. Like I bumped my head somewhere, but I don't remember doing that recently. She flashes me a curious look.
What are you doing?
She asks. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off.
That ain't gonna work. That thing's attached to the body.
I slump forward in defeat, face planting on the tabletop. No.
Most fuck would have noticed that when you put it on, you know?
Wait, is her whole deal that she fucking doesn't know who she is? Just that she's in a mascot costume? Oh, okay.
Well,
I mean, her name
the
might
boss helped me get into it is the thing.
Well, don't let it get you down.
Judy says.
Here, drink some of this.
Girl.
How?
Fucking thanks.
Pulls a bottle with a straw from her bag and pours some of the tea into it.
Wait, really?
In a fever of thirst, I jam the plastic mouth through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully reaches as far as my own.
Oh, it goes through.
I suck for all I'm worth. Suck, and I suck, and I suck.
Don't you dare clip it.
My body rejoices as the moisture returns to it like rain coming to the desert. And thus, I revive. Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much. I am never going to forget this as long as I live. With tears welling up in my eyes, I clutch Judy's hand in my fuzzy mitt.
Hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know?
He replies.
I'll just eat your lunch in front of him.
How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway? I ask.
Oh, that's because I make my own protein juice.
A powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals as well as protein component. Not competent.
It's a protein shake.
Protein juice?
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Never heard of it.
She's gonna get the shits
She's
now.
drinking lean. Literally lean.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry, dude.
I'm not.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna shake my whole ass.
What the fuck?
If you're doing this, yeah, probably.
I heard that if you have protein juice for 1 year
Mild
3 meals a day,
vanilla.
you lose weight. But yeah, I kinda need to keep it up.
Given Judy's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein's been working so great for her.
I'm eating all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though.
Judy casts her eyes at the samples of burning hammer on the table.
It's like totally bogus.
Huh? Bogus? That's a surprise,
Well, yeah.
Judy says.
You've gotta exercise if you wanna burn body fat.
She knows. She smacks herself on one flabby arm.
I mean, there's no way you're gonna lose weight by taking in more calories.
Huh. Didn't she just say she was drinking protein juice to lose weight? I keep that thought to myself.
I mean, that'd be as ridiculous as all you can eat Kobe beef.
She heads. She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all you can eat anything as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself.
But hey, a job's a job.
Cheery says after a moment, perking up again.
No,
They tell me to sell the junk, I'll sell it.
No, I don't think it says. I don't think it says Peach Massacre, but it's a very funny thought.
A sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door.
Um?
Oh, who's speaking here?
Who's wailing?
Please, just give me time. I swear I'll get it back to you.
This is the Twin Peaks theme song.
What? What is? What, huh?
Wait, this is the Twin Peaks theme song?
Oh wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, I got confused. I was accidentally playing Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Phantoms.
What the heck?
Judy says.
Is that the boss?
I nod. That's definitely Mr. Yanagishita's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Sidling up alongside Judy, I very quietly open the door and take a peek outside. Mr. Yanagishita is down on his hands and knees, begging while two uncouth-looking men glower at him.
He looks like the dude. He's the frontman for. He looks like the frontman for Bradio.
Oh, I've seen an image of him. Just a little more time. That's all I ask.
He pleads.
Once I sell this stuff, I can pay you back.
See a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand.
Just a little. Wait. Oh yeah, it's the Yakuza.
Just a little more.
Mimics the middle-aged fellow.
I've gotta sell this. We've heard enough out of you.
Yeah!
Younger one sneers.
We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking.
But I really need just a little longer this time. Please, you gotta believe me.
This dynamic duo.
From the look of things, Mr. Yanagishita is dealing with some loan sharks. The two dogs are clearly in no mood for his continued groveling. Judy and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go out there right now. But now I'm really worried. Am I actually going to get paid for this gig?
Honestly,
That's your
mood.
concern?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh!
Your fucking financial troubles shouldn't
No,
be my
they're
financial
dragging him
problems.
away.
Pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagishita by the nape of his neck and drags him to his feet.
Not the solo bottle of the energy drink on the fucking ground as he walks away.
It's gonna be a major plot point.
God.
It's a mood.
Come with us, pal. We'll take you someplace you can, work off your debts.
Say what?
Mr. Yanagishita wails. The two men drag him away.
Huh. I guess he's gone then.
Chiri says. She's already starting to pack up her things.
She's always one to help someone in need.
Wait, what are you doing? I ask.
Going home. Not much point sticking around.
Going home?
I mean, the demo show ain't happening now. Anyhow, it was nice working with you. See ya.
Moments later, Chiri is out the door. Now what do I do?
This boy fucking cut his open with scissors. Jesus Christ.
I've been left here all by myself, more or less at a total loss.
Oh, I haven't. You know what? I'm gonna make a call right now.
Oh! Shift's over.
I'm gonna make a call right now. She can't remember her name because she's Maria.
Gotta be great.
She got kidnapped and put
So
into the
dumb.
suit. Our poor feline friend isn't going to get paid now that those debt collectors showed up and dragged her boss away. If a certain someone hadn't told the thugs how to get to the Nokane building, they probably wouldn't have caught Yanagishitana. Yanagishita. Okay. The right decision happens at 11:15, but who has to make it?
So I'm stuck at a dead end unless someone else doesn't tell the thugs how to get there. But who?
I love the fucking like transition.
Only one way to find
The
out.
shuffle.
Can we just make this entire thing about her?
You know what? Here. So we got 30 minutes. We only have time for one of these two guys. Who wants to go?
I don't really care that much either way.
I've been getting a lot of play, and I can hear Sim just his heart is bursting with heat.
You know what? Let's go, Sim.
Like Markiplier.
Oh my god, he does look like
Hello,
Markiplier!
everybody. He looks like Kojima.
He looks like he looks like multiplier.
Does look like Kojima.
Status, honor. None of these mean anything to me.
Oh man, you picked
All
hard
I
ass.
want is a peaceful life.
Oh no, he's Yoshikage.
Worry behind me to stay calm and serene.
No, he's Ichi the
To
Killer.
be free of worldly concerns.
I feel like we chose Sim. That's the right one.
Free at any cost.
What?
These things.
He's gonna be playing fucking karaoke, isn't he?
The contrast in tone.
Is this me or you?
Well, it's just until it starts speaking like the present tense. A cheer rhythm pumped from the CD player set up against the study wall. It was the latest hit from Aya Kamiki, the songwriter sensation who was blowing up the pop charts.
Oh, it didn't
no,
tell us.
he's Patrick Bateman. Kenji Osawa reached for the Terrier's remote on his desktop. He ratcheted the volume up a little louder.
This is
Oh, wow, I got this time.
He looked like the sort of man who would be more interested in classical music, but in fact, he was a huge fan of the girl popular with middle schoolers. Closing his eyes, he swayed back and forth in time with the music. Oh no, he's humming his favorite lyrics under his breath, but his movements faltered. It's no use. Aya's voice usually soothed whatever ailed him, but today even she couldn't
It's no
help.
use.
Today Osawa was a complex wreck in both body and mind.
That's a complete.
I'm sure he's also a very complex wreck.
Oh, the researcher.
Mounds of paperwork were scattered across his desktop in the study. All of it about viruses and vaccines. It had only been a week since he returned from a business trip to his company's branch office in the US, and he was slated to go back in another week's time. The Umbrella Corporation. There was a truly staggering amount of work he needed to get through while he was at home. Otherwise, Wesker was going to fire him. He picked up one of the papers, glanced at it aimlessly, then tossed it back onto the desk. Slumping back in his chair, he let out a long, deep sigh. He was in no mental state to work right now.
See, he needs the energy hammer.
A faint knock at the door barely roused him from his torpor. Mamoru Tanaka. Okay, so it's a guy.
Hey. No.
Director, may I come in? It was his vice director, Mamoru Tanaka.
Sure. The door's open.
Oh, that is not what he sounds like.
This
Should
guy
know.
was menacing.
Tanaka came into the study. I know it's not a great time, but Osawa could barely make out his words. He tapped the remote, lowering the volume of the music. Tanaka continued apologetically. A call came from the lab. They're hoping for a response to the email they sent yesterday.
I'm sure they don't need it today.
Apparently they need an answer as soon as possible, sir. I did ask them to give you some more time, but...
I see.
Osawa said wearily.
Alright then.
Tanaka dipped his head slightly and slipped out of the room. Tanaka dripped himself out and left the room. Osawa contemplated his colleague, Tanaka, was a man he could truly depend on. He has enough of his own work to do. He didn't need to come here again today, but he did. Oh, that's usually like in their internal monologue.
Oh.
They've been working. It's fine. They've been working in close concert ever since Osawa had gotten back to Japan. Without Tanaka's support, there was no way he would be in a mindset to do any work at all right now. Sidling up to his computer, Osawa opened his email program and started answering the work-related messages. He reported on his business travel expenses, offered his opinions on capital investments, requested confirmation on current medicinal stockpiles. His work was bleak. He worked with bleak detachment. None of this meant anything to him right now. Then a new email appeared from his inbox.
Oh, is that what that noise was? Oh, my phone made a ding!
The sender simply identified as A. The subject line read, 1 year ago, South Africa. Ouroboros.
Is it Ebola?
The message body was blank, but there appeared to be multiple images attached. Ordinarily, Osawa would have deleted a message like this immediately, assuming that it contained some kind of virus. But the word
Is this
South
Ebola?
Africa drew his attention.
Could this possibly be related to...
Ebola.
He couldn't help but wonder. For a long moment, he hovered over the cursor over one of the image files. At least, as if it's spurred on by the upbeat rhythm in his ears, he double-clicked the mouse.
Khan can only think of Ebola when she thinks of Africa.
Oh.
What is this?
The grainy photograph showed a large room with a dozen or so people laid out in beds. It appeared to be some sort of medicinal ward. Osawa felt a strange flutter in his chest. He quickly opened another image.
Yeah.
This one showed a close-up of one of the patients in bed. Large red blotches covered his face. A large volume of blood appeared to be dripping from his ears and nostrils. A cold shudder ran up Osawa's spine.
What the hell?
Khan is desperate for it to be
These
Ebola.
symptoms.
Osawa opened up the remaining image files. Each depicted another one of the patients. They appeared to be teetering on the brink of death. There was no doubt about it. These people were infected with the UA virus.
Oh!
Oh, Con, it's the Ukraine virus.
As the Ebola virus!
No, you see, you're not dealing
related.
with your average Ebola virus anymore. I've ascended to that beyond it.
But how? Questions tumbled through Osawa's mind. His fingers tapped out a quick message. He tried to get a response, but he might as well try.
Oh, my arms.
Who are you? Where are these images from?
Flower?
Now it's a real van.
That's,
Oh.
What?
Oh, so it's Ua.
I think it's UA. Or is it UA?
UA virus got its name from a Swahili word for flower. So this is based on the fact that the propagated form of the virus resembled the petals of the flower. Despite the flowery name, however, the disease was anything but pretty. Ua didn't just mean flower, it also meant to kill. As the name suggested, the virus had a mortality rate of 100%. Okay. In those it managed to infect.
Ooh, it can also mean fence or yard.
Moreover, there was a very short incubation period between infection, the onset of symptoms, and death. Within roughly 12 hours, bleeding would set in throughout the body, everywhere but the bones and muscles, with lethal results. Due to its incredibly high mortality rate, the disease's very existence had been kept hidden from public knowledge. Asa's computer chimed to signify the arrival of a new email. The sender was A. He hurried to open the message. It was Bats! Once again, oh no, it's the Bat. The subject line read, 1 year ago, South Africa. Your crimes.
Huh?
Asao stated those 2 words.
My crimes?
That left him only with further questions. He looked again at the images from the previous email.
Makes any of this my crimes?
You could see that the patient's bleeding was severe. He estimated that several hours had passed since the onset of the disease. It wouldn't be long before their lives were cut short.
Feel that agony. That suffering. To perish? Am I to blame for that?
Another faint knock came at the door. Oh, it's his wife?
Darling.
Sure.
Do you have a moment?
It was his wife.
It's that lady from the Venture Brothers.
Yes,
Dr.
come in.
Mrs. the Monarch.
I barely
sure.
remember Venture Brothers.
Oh, give me a second.
I saw it whenever I was
Probably.
like
Give me
7.
just a second.
Sour hurriedly closed the mail program. You know, this was nothing more than some sick prank, but nothing he wanted his family to see. Especially not I.
Alright, come in.
You were
It's
looking
Mrs.
at your crimes, were
Yeah,
you?
she's looking so
That's a big
serious, bro.
character. Do you want?
Actually,
look like a
B, do you
big
want to take
character.
this?
Oh, sure.
It's a very thick door,
Up
you
to
see.
you.
She has
Yeah.
a nice outfit.
But
I know,
Osawa
right? Oh,
turned
time.
to see that I had already let herself into the study. The sharp sting of her perfume made him scrunch up his face for a moment.
I'm sorry, Nora, but she has girl boss energy, and you were too
Have you
dainty.
reconsidered the whole America thing?
She asked.
This again.
Osawa thought sullenly to himself.
Please.
He said,
Can we not discuss this right now?
If not now, then when? You know this isn't a decision you can just make on your own.
Honestly, this business trip, a major American pharmaceutical firm had attempted to headhunt him, asking for him to join them and be among the top researchers in the world. The money and prestige held no interest for him, and he was reluctant to turn his back on Okoshi Pharmaceuticals.
Bitch. Get with it.
After his many years of service. Nonetheless, he was intrigued by the offer. It would mean the chance to conduct his virus research in a much better funded environment. taking the job would necessitate.
I believe in you, Warren.
Necessitate relocating to the U.S. However, when he'd mentioned the possibility of emigration to Ai, she'd shot the idea down on the spot. Her opposition was understandable. Ai's father, Suguru Makino, was a member of the Okoshi Pharmaceuticals Board of Directors. I have like fucking 5 hours of sleep. Give me a break.
Hey, Orange.
Yes.
Necessitate.
How about you necessitate my dick in your mouth?
God damn.
Okoshi Pharmaceuticals Board of Directors. No way was gonna let Osawa jump ship to another company.
Darling,
Menacing.
please.
I wonder if this lighting means anything.
It's kind of menacing, not gonna lie.
I drew in
Twin
closer to
Peaks.
him.
She's in like nose picking distance. What the fuck's going on?
What?
Just the fucking hand reaches into the screen. Coochie coochie coo.
Within nose licking distance. That's what's going on.
Jesus Christ. Think about it from my perspective. If you leave for America, then what am I supposed to tell my father?
Moving to America.
He'd gotten used to that grating whine of her.
That
Poor ex-wife.
That incessant bitching.
Damn. Don't know if I can do grading. I'm like,
I can't
have
believe
you
I'm
considered what might happen to Okoshi if you leave, dear?
He's a boomer. It's his wife.
We can discuss that once all of this is finished.
I can't believe Sim's about to fucking murder me, bro.
Osawa kept his voice at as level as he could.
You do remember that you're a director, right?
I said.
You have responsibilities. Stop thinking about yourself so much.
With a sour look, I turned and departed. You know, like I, or like love, or like a flower, or something. I don't know.
Like an eyeball.
Just
Our
like a
eyeballs.
Somnium file.
Oh, no,
She really
they
is the
are
Somnium. This is him looking
But
at the
does-
Somnium files.
Does Somnian mean something?
Yeah,
It's just it's
dream,
a
I think.
it's a thing. Yeah, it's a dream sequence
Whatever.
thing. Well, he had known that moving to America would never be a simple matter, regardless of what his wife thought about it. There's another reason. However, the antiviral agent that he had developed at Okoshi. After the Uwa virus was discovered, infectious disease research facilities worldwide had thrown themselves into a top secret effort to develop a vaccine.
Wait a second. His last name is Osawa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that the same last name as Hitomi in the first part?
Also, yeah, that says America. Is that America?
No,
Am I
it just
wrong?
says. Did you just misread America?
You fucking circled to America. Are you doing like a joke about fucking Mr.
There
Worldwide?
was no reason there.
Oh, then why the fuck did you do it?
Where did
Anyways,
we go?
vaccine.
Oh, there's P.
Oof.
But Makino had ordered Osawa to work on creating an antiviral agent, not a vaccine. A vaccine immunized the subject in order to prevent infection in the first place. Conversely, an antiviral agent could be used to treat patients already infected. It was a so-called wonder drug for combating the virus itself.
I'm sorry. I feel like I missed one thing. What is the virus?
I don't know why.
It's the
Uwa
Uwa virus.
The
Or
Uwa
the
virus.
It's kind of like Ebola, but different.
Creating such a drug was far easier said than done. Developing the antiviral had been a long, arduous road.
You just had a little human experimentation. As a
Mr.
snack.
Osawa, where do you think you're going? Only after years of research had Osawa's team succeeded in identifying a substance that might qualify as an antiviral agent for Uwa. In theory, if it was administered during the virus's initial stages, 100% recovery could be attained. Data also suggested an 80% survival rate for patients treated shortly after the onset of the symptoms. But there was a fatal flaw with the new antiviral agent. Side effects on the body were unusually potent. If it was administered in amounts beyond a certain threshold, it was linked to life-threatening complications.
Isn't
like
that
this man's
most,
about to be talking
most
about-
drugs do that? If you give people too much of them.
Side effects: death, hemorrhoids, aging.
I feel like this man is about to be talking about complete global saturation.
For a time, the research was at an impasse. It seemed that the drug had to be administered in high volume to combat the explosive propagation of the Uwa virus. But then Osawa had received some fortuitous news. Are we in the Deltascape right now? What the fuck?
Technology.
Keep going.
Okoshi Pharmaceuticals' nanotechnology branch had engineered a cutting-edge device known as the DDS, Drug Delivery System. A needle? Osawa had jumped on it immediately by administering his antiviral agent with the nanotech DDS. Oh, holy shit, wait, there's a video!
Wow.
Future!
That
More
video
visual novels
informed me of
those
nothing.
videos.
Nano
It
machine.
goes and then it stops the thing.
Guys, I didn't know I needed that
Okay,
video in
but
my
what
life.
is
but I
that
do.
no thing? What are you? How does it metabolize in the cell? You know what?
It's
Anyways,
like the four cube dudes
and the
grab the
virus stops
circle,
existing.
and then they attack the big bad
is it
red
cellular? Is it
sphere in your
non-cellular?
heart.
How does it?
He was
oh,
able to use smaller amounts of the drug to quash the UA virus with precision. The procedure was a huge success. There's
No
a marked
thanks to the
increase
cube dudes.
in the drug's efficacy, along with the expected decrease in adverse side effects. Did not mean to press that button. I'm pressing this button. This effect had been confirmed via animal testing on monkeys, and now the antiviral agent was ready for the final development stages, clinical trials on humans. But the very I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the video again.
Look at the video again. We need to see them. We need to see it.
How the fuck do
We
you
need to
open
see
up that
them.
shit again? Hold on a second.
I think you have to press up.
Guide?
Guide,
Is
maybe?
it up? No, that yeah. Here, we can just use this.
Okay, watch it. Okay, so the sphere summons the four, and then it duplicates, and then they make the sphere dudes, and then they attack the inner heart with the cube through the power of magic and friendship.
Wild.
I like that the picture they had before was far more explanatory, and this one just looks like shit.
it doesn't even see what the
Captain
virus
J-
is.
Wait,
Where is
no,
that
no,
going?
I have an idea.
just
Can somebody,
Okay.
can somebody play like the intro to like Finger 11's Paralyzer to that video?
The very
It's
existence of this new wonder drug was still a secret. No doubt Okoshi's leadership would be reluctant
Bro,
to
this
see
shit ain't
Osawa.
even tested by the FDA, bro.
This is not OSHA
Japan.
approved! The drug's lead researcher transferred to another company. Still, it wasn't completely outside the realm of possibility. Once the antiviral agent was out of development and announced for the public, Osawa would be free and clear. For the very reason he was loath to cause any friction over the drug right now. This anxiety only magnified his concern about the email he just received. Hello? Osawa called Tanaka over the intercom.
Something I want to show you. Could you come in here?
Is that an Alexander Graham Bell reference?
And Tanaka could be relied upon. Osawa opened the door the moment Tanaka had knocked. He looked around before ushering his vice director inside. What's this about, sir?
This.
Me showing my friend a really funny meme I found online.
Where's that meme of like young thug showing how a nigga how to use a computer?
Osawa showed him one of the images. Tanaka's face went pale. It can't be. Tanaka clearly recognized the symptoms of the UA virus.
Any idea what this is about?
Osawa asked. No, sir.
These images were just emailed to me. The subject line says, 1 year ago, South Africa.
Put it around the same time as the most recent run of infections, wouldn't it, sir? But that information isn't. Tanaka trailed off. Osawa nodded.
Thing I don't understand is why these pictures were sent to me.
Why did you just write cringe in the middle of the
They're looking at you disapprovingly.
How does it
Man,
feel to be
bro, you got the whole school
No, just make the text, like, invert, like, put the text on there, invert it. How does it feel to be the meme for once? Osawa opened the other email from A.
The second message I got says these pictures are my crimes.
So
I'll look
sad.
into this on my end, sir, Tanaka said. He hesitated uncomfortably. Sir, just to make sure,
Are you asking about what I think you're asking about?
Osawa said. Tanaka gave a slight nod.
Understood.
Osawa said.
Don't worry. I won't trouble you.
I appreciate that, sir. Visibly relieved, Tanaka left the study. So I brought up a folder marked UA_virus on his screen. Within the underscore folder was enlarged underscore images of the virus itself. He double-clicked one of the images. It blew up on the monitor to reveal the pathogen in intricate detail. His monitor literally exploded.
How computer images were.
Damn it.
A specimen of the UA virus was approximately 100 nanometers in diameter. Getting some fucking Akira music, Jesus Christ.
The bombs are going
Just
off.
never went to Uvo Driver.
10,000 of them in line would take up barely a millimeter, but a single tiny virion, upon entering the human body, could become 2,000 in an hour. The speed of multiplication was nothing short of astonishing. Even the Ebola virus had a typical incubation period of 7 days or so before infectees developed symptoms. For influenza, it was 1 or 2. But the onset of the UA virus happened in a mere 12 hours. I saw viewed an image slideshow of the virus's propagation mechanism. It was a fascinating sight, no matter how many times you looked at it. The virus existed to multiply, nothing more. They had no motives, no driving logic, nothing but simple multiplication. To Osawa, that fact held a certain air of mystery. If viruses had emotions, how'd they feel about their lives?
Complete global. Yeah.
He had thrown himself into virus research in search of answers to questions like that. Answers that no man could truly know. His development of the antiviral agent had really been nothing more than another job responsibility. He felt no particular sense of duty to protect people from a killer virus. He was just happy for a chance to play around with UA day after day. Another email arrived in his inbox. The sender, A. The subject line, 1 year ago, South Africa, again. Osawa read the message. Do not look away. These are your crimes. This time, there were 4 images attached. So I proceeded to open each of them in turn. The first shocked Osawa so much that he felt like he'd been punched in the head. One of the UA patients in the head. One of the UA patients from earlier images were being injected with something.
Oh.
Osawa
Not something.
to himself.
Can't be.
What do you mutter to yourself?
It keeps doing the vine boom sound effect and closing in his head. The second image showed one of the infected hunched over in pain, vomiting up blood. Symptoms had already been manifested, but Osawa thought he could see that some degree of life had come back into the patient's eyes.
I feel like a virus that spreads within 12 hours would, like, be a very big deal already.
Yeah.
That was the secret.
Shh, they're suppressing it.
He rushed to open the third image. Boom! Oh no, boom this
It's
time.
his eye again.
It showed a morgue piled high with corpses. The rictus?
Rictus.
The rictus of anguish on the dead faces made them look no longer human. Various fluids seeped from the eyes and nostrils. The lymph nodes were grotesquely swollen.
Eee.
Thank you for these detailed graphics.
It's gonna be important. These will be on the test.
They were hospital beds, stained with mass amounts of blood and gastric fluids.
Ew.
And next came the fourth and final image.
As far as Khan is taking damage.
Sex.
We definitely don't have any stock footage for it.
Stuck in my...
More corpses. They had badges affixed to their chests, with various labels. 6 hours passed, 12 hours passed, and 18 hours passed. Looked as if someone had been attempting live trials with the antiviral agent. Osawa didn't consider the antiviral agent ready for release, but that was because his team hadn't conducted clinical trials on humans yet. And there was a good reason why such trials hadn't been conducted. There was no way to test the efficacy of the drug without an infected patient. To run a proper clinical test, someone would first need to be infected with the UA virus. on how effective animal testing had been. If the drug proved ineffective on humans, that person would have a guaranteed death sentence. It was unthinkable to run trials that involved such a deadly risk. And yet, as I looked over the images again and again, Osawa became certain. Without his knowledge, someone presumably from Okoshi Pharmaceuticals had conducted human testing with the antiviral agent. The time markers on the corpses in the fourth image were surely there to mark the time elapsed since the onset of symptoms. A thorough trial would test the drug's effectiveness in those time frames. Osawa slammed his fist on the desk, enraged. This is nothing short of a vile human experimentation in the guise of clinical testing. People responsible could not be allowed to get away with this. There was only one person Osawa could trust to keep this under wraps. His boss, Makino.
I wonder if Makino's behind it.
He reached for his phone to call Makino.
Bet you $5 he is.
But he stopped short as soon as he picked up the receiver. He knew he was in no state of mind to have a calm, reasoned conversation right now. Turning on the stricken CD player,
most important thing.
He put on Aya Kamaki's latest album. Suna Oni, I love you! Leaning back in his chair, he surrendered himself to her soothing tones. Bit by bit, he could feel himself returning to a calmer, emotional state. There had been a time when Osawa hadn't listened to music at all. In fact, he had not had no interest in the arts in general. Music, painting, cinema. He listened to Huey Lewis in the news. It really changed things for him. It's only a simple coincidence that he had found Aya Kamaki. His daughter had asked for a CD as a birthday present, so he'd swung by the store to pick one up. Since Kamaki's newest album had just come out, there was a display for it in the front of the shop. Something about the bright, colorful album packaging had drawn him in. After a time, Osawa could feel himself growing calmer. He took a nice deep breath. Let's see. We're already past, so this might actually be a good time to... Can I actually save right now?
If you call Makino, you probably just get
killed
right now.
I think it's
You'll get A bad end probably.
I think we're gonna pick B and then I'm gonna save. If it'll let me. How do I save?
I think it saves it by itself constantly.
Oh, that's the autoplay function. Oh, there's like a yeah, that's right. There is like a there's like a save slot room or item.
Control.
Time chart. Oh wait, you can like go back hours. Oh wow. Oh, it's pretty late on, all things considered. Yeah. Okay. So
it's saved already. You can jump back to the place at any time.
Okay. Cool. This is actually really interesting so far.
It is. It's neat.
Oh yeah. Like shit. We're going from crime shenanigans to fuck, I got stuck in this mascot costume. I can't remember my own name.
Faces.
And now it's like, have you ever heard of Ice 9?
I feel like we're going from like the Yakuza main story to a Yakuza sub story to like 999.
God, this is fascinating. I'm actually really interested in this. Alrighty then. That's gonna be it for the stream, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye. Arrivederci.